Welcome back to Prop Off, the only show ever where two-player prop professionals step into the Proptagon for a battle royale. It's bloody, it's brainy, and the big winner is always the viewer because you get 5-player props to bet on for this weekend's NFL playoffs. And before I introduce our experts, let me congratulate last week's audience champion, Adrian O'Sullivan, from Richmond, Virginia, for taking home $100 from the Action Network.
You like that? You like that?
And if you would like a chance at $100 this week, just click the link in the description and fill out the Prop Off sheet. It's completely free to enter. First up, last week's winner. He hosts the Fantasy Look Ahead on the Action Network's Buckets podcast. He's been with us all season, giving out player props for every Thursday night football. Please welcome Dan the Propagandist Titus. Is this a better nickname for you this week than the Proptologist?
It seems to improve week over week, so I'm rolling with it, Amanda. Let's go.
And now Dan's challenger. He is the director of predictive analytics for the Action Network and ranked as the #1 NFL expert on Fantasy Pros for 3 consecutive years. He hosts the Fantasy Flex podcast and is kind of a big deal all around. So please welcome Sean, the odds maker, Kerner.
Thanks for having me. Usually Dan and I are sweating props together, but I'm really looking forward to competing against him here.
Okay, so this is how this works. Dan and Sean give out 2 player props each and explain why in 30 seconds. After that, I'll throw out an on-the-spot prop. They haven't seen it, and they'll have to pick over or under right then and there. And whoever wins more units this weekend returns next Thursday to defend their Propulitzer prize against the next challenger. Okay, propagandists, you are up first. Let's get 30 seconds on the clock. Take it away.
I'm going with Matthew Stafford to throw at least 1 interception versus the Bucs. He lit up the Bucs in week 3 for 4 TDs and 0 picks, but I don't think it's happening again. Stafford led the league in interceptions, tied with Trevor Lawrence with 17 this year. He's gone over this line in 11 of 17 regular season games. That's a 65% hit rate. He's extremely turnover prone, and when traveling this year, he's thrown a pick in 7 of 9 games. But this is the playoffs, and the Bucs were tied for 8th in the NFL with picks this year. I'm going the over on Matt Stafford to throw at least 1 interception.
So I'm going with Joe Mixon over 16.5 receiving yards against the Titans. So the Bengals, they limited Mixon's usage in the passing game from weeks 1 through 15. He only topped a 60% routes run rate twice over the first 15 weeks, but they have unleashed him over the past 3 games, all being must-win and or playoff games, by topping 60% routes run rate each of the past 3 games. And he's crushed this number in all 3 games, posting lines of 70, 60, and 28 yards. I see that continuing here, and I'm projecting him at 25 receiving yards.
I am fading Jimmy G. I'm going under 246.5 passing yards. The injuries just continue to mount for Jimmy G as he heads to Lambeau with a sprained shoulder and a thumb injury that will require surgery in the offseason. He only threw for 172 yards versus the Cowboys on that bum shoulder last week. And in 4 games that started 7 p.m. or later, he only averaged 235.5 passing yards in those games. The Niners are going to lean on the run game. And in freezing temps, this is not the place to back Jimmy G. Go in the under.
I'm going with Patrick Mahomes over 17.5 rushing yards against the Bills. He's gone over this in 5 of the last 6 games. And this is a matchup where, Mahomes should use his legs more. He's averaged 8.5 yards per carry when scrambling due to pressure. And the Bills lead the league in pressure rate. So this is a matchup. I think he's going to crush this number. I'm projecting it closer to 25. And the Bills have allowed 6 straight quarterbacks to go over the rushing prop. So I see that trend continuing here.
Great. And now for the on-the-spot prop, you got Josh Allen, 50.5 yards rushing. Sean, you taking this over or under?
50.5. That's pretty good. It's probably a bit too high. I'm projecting it closer to 44. I think that he's going to lean on his arm a bit more in this matchup. So let me go at the under here.
All right, perfect. Dan, where are you going with this Josh Allen play?
And have we not seen? He almost got that on the first play of the game last week. I've got to go over here.
You just heard about 5 NFL player props that you can play for this weekend. Remember to click that thumbs up on this video and click the link in the description to enter the audience prop off for free. One of you will be $100 richer next week. And if you don't win this week, come back next Thursday for another chance to win. I'm Amanda Rose. They are the propagandists and the odds maker. Best of luck with all of your props this weekend.